Hi, my name is Nicolás Fereño and welcome to my interview. Questions. What made you want to go study abroad?
Hi, my name is Nicole Toral. I'm 22 years old. So answering the first question, well, I have had the chance to go twice to live abroad in different countries. The first time was in Canada for my exchange program because I wanted to learn a new language. In this case was, of course, English because I want to improve it. So I went there to an institute of English to learn about talking, speaking, writing, all of that, which was like a really good experience to practice my English all of the time, because I think that the best way to learn is practicing. And of course, here in the classes and all of that, you're not doing that a lot. You're just doing like the writings and that stuff. So I really feel like if you have the chance to go, you should do it. And the second time that I did it was recently. Actually, this past year, I went to United States, to Cleveland, to do my semester, and over there in a university.
What do you need to study in that country?
So answering the second question, well, the only thing that I needed in the first case when I went to do my exchange program was I just needed like a visa, for like a student visa, and doing all the paper stuff that you have to apply to go to an institute depending where you want to go. And the second time that I went to this university, you have of course to apply for it to get like the permission of the university, and you have to do all the stuff to enter to the university. So in this case I went to do like this semester, but it was all organized with my university that I'm studying there right now in Universidad de la SUAY. They have this option to do the exchange, like students I go there, and some student can come here to Cuenca to study in la Universidad de la SUAY. So you just need to apply for that. So it's just like the visa, the student visa, and of course, I mean, it depends on the amount of money that you have to pay for that. So just that. And of course, you need to have the will to learn the language, because it's not easy. And even more, if you don't have any like knowledge of English before, it's gonna be even harder, but it's like very worth it.
What was your experience with the university and with the people?
So my experience with the university and the people. So first of all, well, of course, in different countries, the people are different and they have a lot of different beliefs that we usually have. And in my case, I usually have. So it is a challenge, of course, to go to a new place, to meet new people. But it's very funny because, and it's really nice to get to know people from other places. So when I went to Canada to the institute, it was a completely different experience than in the university, because in Canada, a lot of people that I met there, they were doing the same thing that I was, like learning English and stuff. So we were all doing the same things, and it was really fun to go through that together. And in United States, it was a little bit harder because I went to do my sixth semester over there, and there were people already there where they already had like their group of friends and all of that. So it's kind of challenging to make a bond with them in that case, but it's very worth it because you get to know people that you wouldn't do it here, of course. But it was like a really nice experience, and it's really nice to get to know people from other places.
Have you experienced any difficulties?
So answering the other question, of course, when you take a challenge, of course, it's gonna be difficult in different situations. So in Canada, it was very difficult because it was hard to get used to like living there in a different country, different city where everything is bigger and you have to live by yourself. Sometimes here we're used to have our parents all the time there, but in that case it's gonna be harder because you have to be by yourself all alone. But I think that it was really good for me because that made me grow a lot as a person and in my responsibilities, and I think that that made me be the person that I am right now. And in United States it was a little bit harder for me because I am a person that has I am always talking to people. I want to make friends, and in that case people were a little bit hard to get to know. But I think that that was the hardest part because the classes and all of that, they were pretty fun and they were really good, and I learned a lot.
And the last one, will you recommend this experience?
And answering the last question, of course, I will recommend this experience because I think that is the best way to learn your English and to get new skills on that, because I think that the best way to learn is to practice. And in other cases, of course, you will meet a lot of people, so that is really good. It was like a really nice experience, and it's really nice to get to know people from other places.
Thank you very much, Nicole. Now, I already know what I need to live and study in another country. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, I am Juan Fernandez and I am going to interview my mom, Nicolás, about how a national student can travel to another countries to study different things.
Hi everyone, I am Janelle Galada. I traveled to Spain 20 years ago.
Let's start. First question. What made you want to go study abroad?
I wish to learn new things from the difference between American and Europe cultures. And overall study and postgrad that doesn't exist in Ecuador. Now it exists, but in that time that was very advanced for Latin America.
Okay, next question. What did you need to study in another country?
Only money. And I made a letter to the council of the university where I was going to study. And I want to say that in that time it was way easier to travel from America to Europe. Now you need money and visa.
Obviously money. Yeah, one thing is money. Well, we go with the third question. What was your experience with the university and with the people?
In the beginning, I feel strange because the people in Spain are very cold. But everything else was very comfortable for me because language was not a barrier between me and the teachers.
So you have any difficulties or it was easy?
Not really, only get used to time because I experienced jet lag, but I normalized it. And the principal problem was that I confused racism with the cold treatment that it used.
So, good morning, teacher, and good morning, friends. Today I'm going to present my interview. My name is Joaquín Crespo, and here is my aunt, Paola Crespo. She studied and live now in the country of Spain. And now I'm going to make her some questions about her experience there and what do we need to study on another country. So, hello, aunt.
Hi, Joaquin.
So
I'm glad to be here and helping you with your homework.
Okay, thank you. So now I'm going to make the first question. The first question is, what made you want to go to study abroad?
Okay, so I think the main reason was to get a degree from abroad to improve my career prospects. And also, when I came to Spain, I was 23 years old, and I wanted to explore, obviously, new countries, new cultures, and gain a greater understanding of the world. And besides, also at that time, for me, the idea of facing new challenges of living in another country by myself was exciting. So I did it. Basically, that's why I came.
That sounds really great. The second question is, what did you need to study in that country? When I talk about that, is about papers and all these things.
Okay. So, well, in my case, I came to study a master's degree. So first, I had to have already my bachelor's degree, and I needed to prepare a lot of paperwork. So on the one hand, the papers related to the student visa application, basically it was like a medical certificate, a health insurance, proof of financial means, the criminal record check certificate, etc. And on the other hand, I also needed to prepare the papers that I had with my previous studies, so such as the academic transcripts from my bachelor degree, a motivation letter explaining why I wanted to apply for the master's degree that I took, and also a proof of language proficiency. Because even though I studied in Spain, it was an international master degree, so classes were taught in 3 different languages, in Spanish, English, and Catalan. So you needed to prove that you were able to understand the classes in other languages.
Oh. The third question is, what was your experience with the university and with the people of Spain?
Okay, so during my master period, my experience was very positive in the university. I learned and enjoyed a lot. So I wanted to extend my studies here and pursue a PhD degree in a related field to my master's degree. So I stayed and applied to 3 different fellowships, and I was awarded with a 4-year fellowship from the Spanish government to complete my studies in another university here in Barcelona. And people, well, I get to know many people during this time. I have made a lot of friends from different nationalities, and most of them have already returned to their countries. And with some of them I still stay in touch. And I think it was easier for me to make friends that were also foreign people, because they were willing also to meet new people, whereas people from Spain were not trying to make new friends because they live already here. But I have to say now that my best friends here are from here, from Barcelona. It's really good people.
Okay, and did you experience some difficulties?
Yeah, and most of the difficulties I found here were related to the residence authorization for studies. I had to renew my residence authorization every year, and it was a difficult process because the appointment systems were always in delay, so it took months to do it. And if your residence card was not up to date, you could not travel, move around. So it was an exhausting task to do every year, because I have been living here a lot of years. So. And also another difficulty was getting a flat to live. In crowded cities as Barcelona, there is always a high demand to rent flats, and there is not enough housing stock in the market. So you have to chase a flat. You have to pass interviews. You have to have a lot of papers demonstrating that you have a job. It's almost like if you are being interviewed for a job. So it's difficult to get a flat. And of course, also, if you stay so long as I did, because I've been living here already 14 years, missing your family, friends, and your culture also becomes an issue. So that's the main difficulties I have experienced here.
Okay, that's really, really important for all the people, their culture. But what was your favorite thing about the culture of Spain?
Well, about the country itself, I have to say, it's hard to say. There are a lot of things, but I would say that the quality of life is what I like the most of living here. Having a good public health system, good public transportation, the feeling of security, those things are priceless for me. Also, Europe in general, not only Spain, is rich in history and culture, but at the same time is incredible, modern and developed. And that's why I love living here.
That sounds really great. Yeah, it sounds like it's really good to study in another country. It doesn't matter what it is. It always have a really important thing that we can meet, and also that can help us to develop a better future. But now I'm going to tell you a supporting plan that I have for the people that travel to another country.
Okay.
I'm going to present you here, and here it is. My supporting plan or my supporting idea is that the universities or the college of that of the other countries, when they have an exchange program, they can help the people with things like finding the residence and finding a job, because you know, is as you say, it's very difficult to find a job in a very important city, and with the universities, the people they can have like a help with a help that they can use for finding this more easier than other people, and with this they can concentrate more in their future in the study, and not in and they can have problems with these things that are really important for us. I don't know if you want to say some you want to give us an opinion about this.
Yeah, I think it's the very good idea because when you first come here, finding a place to stay becomes really an issue. It's really hard because you don't know how things work here, and also, as you said, finding a job. Maybe in the United States, I don't know, maybe it is easier, but here in Europe, mainly in Spain, the policies are different because as a student, you are not allowed to work. And it is a big issue because you really need an income to support yourself while you're living here. Right now, I know that the Spanish government is changing this policy so that the students can have a part-time work when you to combine with your studies. And if the university helps you to find a job previously, getting to the new country, it would be really helpful. So I think it's a great idea.
So thank you very much, Aunt Pau. I hope your stay there is great. And thank you so much for this interview. I hope my friends and the teacher like it, and I hope this interview you can use it to have a model of what is the experience of living in another country. So thank you so much, and goodbye.
You're welcome. Happy to help. Bye.
Bye.
Good morning, teacher and guys. I am going to present my interview, which is about the experience that my sister and when she traveled to United States for 2 months during the vacation period of the year with a study program that helped her here at school. Continue, we are going to ask you some questions so that you can know more about it. Okay, question 1. What made you want to go study abroad?
The main need that led me to study abroad is that I could learn a language as it would help me in school and could open new files to study, as well as meet new people, new customs, and come with new ideas from another country.
Okay, question 2. What did you need to study in another country?
First, I need the support of my parents, and also I need to know the city where I was going. I need to know what part of the food where I could buy my food and what at the coast.
Question 2. What did you need to study in another country?
First, I need the support of my parents. Also, I need to know the city where I was going. I need to know the cost. I need to move to my classroom. But in general, the program of my school helped me in these procedures. Another important thing, I need to know what's part of the food, where I could buy food and at what cost.
Okay, question 3. What was your experience with the university and with the people?
My experience at the university was very good. because I was able to learn a lot of their language and grammar. And it helped me a lot in my school because I was able to take the exams without any effort and with the people. The experience was also very good because I can learn new customs that they have and how they live day to day and how it is to study there.
Did you experience difficult?
One of the difficulties I had was when talking for two foreigners because they speak very fast and I could not understand what they want to tell me. Another difficulty I had was when moving around because I was very chill and sometimes I didn't understand things very well.
And question 3. What was your favorite thing of the country?
Es la 4.
La 5, yeah. Question 5. What was your favorite thing of the country?
What I like most about the United States in general was everything, because it is a country where technology is very advanced. Another thing I liked is the kind of people there, the connections they have with other countries and how they support them from a young age and those who want to be big. The tourist places are very cool because I can't find any like that anywhere in the world.
And the conclusion in the interview is in review of the fact that my sister answered and question raised. I see that the exchange is a very good way to learn new things, such as the language. Customs change your social circle, signs the people you meet may be of use the you in the future and above all. Having another learning methods and would like to thank my teacher for having support in this work. I would also like to thank my sister for giving us the opportunity. Thanks, Valentina.
Thanks, Emilia, to the opportunity to tell my experience in the United States.